to all Donald Trump supporters. Hi, my name's Timothy, and the reason why I am doing this video is to find out from some of you supporters that are supporting Donald Trump on why some of you are agreeing with him on what he said about Muslims. Can you leave a comment in the box below and let me know why you are agreeing with him? Do you see any problems here in the United States with any Muslims causing trouble? No, they're not. They're not causing any trouble. Yeah, just that two couple did. Yeah, just that two couple. Not every Muslim is a bad Muslim. They're good people. They are. They're good people like me and you. But Donald Trump thinks they're bad people. How many of you are going to change your mind on Donald Trump and jump the bandwagon to go support somebody else that's trying to run for president? I'd like to know on a lot of you supporters out there that are supporting Donald Trump out there, on how many of you are going to look down deep inside and say, he isn't the right kind of person to lead this country as president. All he's going to do is get us into a big war with somebody, with his mouth going. That's what's going to happen. Do any of you supporters want to see that happen? I'd like to hear from you on that also. You know, I just don't understand why some of you supporters are agreeing with him about no Muslims should be accepted here in the United States. I really don't. They're not bad people. How many of you go to small convenience stores run by a Muslim person? I'd like to know. How many of you go to a small convenience store where you live and it's run by a Muslim person? Do you go in there and buy things? I'm sure you do, don't you? Is that person a bad person? No. They come over here for freedom. Just like your grandparents and them did. To come over here for freedom. To get away from where they was living at. You know, what if Donald Trump decided to ship all of us back to where our ancestors came from? Would you like that to happen? You know, what if he said that? How would you all feel then? Well, these people are people like us. You know, we got a lot of bad white people out there. We got a lot of bad black people out there. We got a lot of bad Mexicans out there. We got a lot of bad Chinese people out there. You know, we got a lot of bad other people out there that causes trouble here in America. Why isn't he focusing on that? Yeah, just last night, two people in a small Michigan town, Holland, Michigan, was killed by some kind of Chinese guy and stuff. Should Donald Trump be against that? I don't hear him jumping up and down about that. Or jumping up and down if a police officer kills somebody. But he's on this thing about Muslims. Not every Muslim's a bad Muslim. You know, not every Muslim's a bad Muslim. They're good people. Yeah, they're good people. They come over here to try to make a living. I think he needs to worry about our borders down below us instead of trying to stop Muslims coming over here. You know, they need to fix up, he needs to worry about fixing up the borders between here and Mexico. Is he talking about that? No. What if they sneak in through that way? He's got a big problem. Yeah, he really does. Thinking that he's going to stop a Muslim from coming in here, where they could sneak in here at any time. I don't know what's going to stop them in the first place. You know, this country can't stop anything. For my opinion. Yeah, they can't. And they can't either. He's saying that he's going to try, but he can't do it. But I'd like to hear from a lot of you supporters out there on this. On why some of you agreed with him. That you don't want to see Muslims here in America. What has a Muslim done to any of you? I'd like to hear your comments below. Yep. I'd like to hear your comments below. Yeah, below in the box. See that box below? Yeah, there's a box below for you to comment in. Make a comment. I'd like to hear from you. You supporters that are supporting Donald Trump, and you people that want to see him as our next president. I'd like to hear you on why you don't want to see Muslims here in America. What if he, like I said, what if he decided to ship all of us back to where our ancestors and them came from? How would y'all feel about that? I'd like to hear you supporters on that also. It'd make you angry, wouldn't it? It'd make you angry. And after what he said, I like to hear, are any of you jumping off the bandwagon and going to be supporting somebody else? I'd like to hear that also. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a big thumbs up. I would love that if you could do that for me. And share this video with your family and friends. Let them check me out. Yeah, let them check me out. Yeah. Let them check me out. Because I want their 2 cents on this also. Are they a Donald Trump supporter or what? I'd like to hear that also. Again, y'all take it easy and have a good one.